Arsenal play their final game of preseason against Athletic Bilbao this afternoon, and it'd be fair to say the mood around the team is mixed. On the one hand, Andrea Berta and co. have made several impressive signings to improve Mikel Arteta's squad, like Victor Gyökeres and Martin Zubimendi. However, on the other hand, the team have lost their last two games, and the attack, especially on the left, has not looked great. Fortunately, the transfer window is open for a few more weeks, and, unsurprisingly, the Gunners continue to be linked with players who could help level up the attack, such as Rodrygo. However, if reports are to be believed, Arsenal are now looking at an alternative to the Brazilian, someone who'd be an even better signing, and no, it's not Eberechi's. Arsenal target Rodrygo upgrade. Arsenal have been linked with Rodrygo for what feels like months now, with some of the first reports emerging as far back as April and May, before then quieting down again last month. Mega money deals, controversial moves, and big-name flops. This is the home of transfer news and opinion across Football Fancast. However, the Real Madrid star was once again touted for a move to the Emirates earlier this week, with some reports claiming that he might be available on a loan with an obligation to buy, while others repeated the £86 million price tag from earlier this summer. Regardless of the structure of the potential deal, there is no doubt that Rodrygo would be a massively exciting transfer, although it now looks like the Gunners are looking at another international, someone who'd be an even better signing. At least, that is according to a recent report from The Sun, which claims Arsenal have maintained their interest in Ademola Lookman. The report has revealed that the Nigerian star is still on the North Londoners' list of targets, and that, so far, Inter Milan have not been successful in their pursuit of the player. In even better news, the report claims that an offer of £45 million would be enough to tempt Atlanta into selling, which for a player of Lookman's quality would be a brilliant deal. While Lookman would be a better signing than Rodrygo, it should go without saying that Rodrygo is a supremely gifted player and would be an excellent signing for Arsenal. But even so, there are a few reasons that mean Lookman would be an even better one this summer. The first, and undoubtedly the most crucial, is the simple fact that, over the last 3 seasons, the Nigerian superstar, as dubbed by 90 Min Sean Walsh, has been the more effective attacker. For example, since moving to the Serie A side in August 2022, he has scored a brilliant 52 goals and provided 25 assists in 118 appearances, totaling 7,538 minutes. That means the former Everton flop has averaged a goal involvement every 1.53 games, or every 97.89 minutes on the continent, which is frankly outstanding. In contrast, the real star has scored 50 goals and provided 31 assists in 162 appearances, totaling 11,012 minutes across the same period, which comes out to a great, but still less impressive average of a goal involvement every other game, or every 135.95 minutes. The following reason is quite difficult to quantify, and may even be outright refuted by some fans. Still, as the Atlanta star would be moving up to a Champions League side, and the Los Blancos ace leaving arguably the biggest club in world football, there is always the possibility that the former will have far more drive to push the Gunners forward than the latter. Finally, there's the overall cost of the two deals. If the reports are accurate, then there is a chance the former Santos gem could cost up to £43 million more than the former RB Leipzig star. And then when it comes to wages, the 24-year-old supposedly makes £349,000 per week, including bonuses, while the 27-year-old makes just £38,000 per week. Ultimately, Rodrygo would be an excellent signing, but from output to the motivation and the potential cost of the deals, it seems clear to us that Lookman would be a better signing for Arsenal.